Rekindling a lifelong love of the outdoors is at the core of Girl Scouting, and every Girl Scout deserves the opportunity to challenge herself as she explores her world. But what happens if your troop includes a girl with special needs? Seeing how the outdoors helps all of your girls' development and how it shapes them makes all the planning and effort worth it. And we want other troops to experience the same joy. So here are 8 of my best tips for getting your troops outdoors. Tip number 1, progression is everything. Progression allows girls to learn the skills they need to become competent in the outdoors. It allows them to build on the skills that they learned previously. Start talking about what the girls like to see and do outside. Next, have a meeting in the park, schoolyard, or your own backyard. Girl Scouts have several badges to do outside, like numbers or art in nature. Next, the troop can take a short walk, then a short hike. Have snacks outside, then maybe make a meal outside. Backyard campouts are always a hit, and once you've mastered that, an overnight camp is perfect. Acknowledge a girl's mastery of an outdoor skill and invite her to challenge herself further by taking the next step up and out. Tip number 2, plan ahead. Set up your girls for success by taking notes of what they can expect during your outdoor activity. Some considerations include: what will the activity involve? Who will lead it? What are the badge requirements? Are there paved paths? Will the space be noisy or crowded? Are there quiet or private spaces nearby? Will the girls and their families bring food? Is there a place for them to store it? Reach out to whatever we are going and let the staff know that they're coming. Talk about our needs or special accommodations and what they might be. Most organizations are very supportive, even offer extra help to make sure our girls have the best possible experience at the event. Tip number 3, set expectations. Talk to the girls and their families before you go out on an outdoor activity so everyone is on the same page. Go into detail about the activities and where you will need the most parent support. Then talk to the girls about it, show pictures when appropriate, and encourage a conversation about similar events that they've done. It's important to talk with the girls ahead of time about the types of things they will see and hear at camp and reassure them that they are safe. Parents are also an important resource. They can let you know about any special instructions that they need to know, and as well as share their daughter's fears or hesitations. Tip number 4, understand your girls' abilities. Don't think about what your girls can't achieve. Give them opportunities to shine and do their best. If a girl is physically able to walk and climb with minimal assistance, she will most likely be able to hike, sleep in a tent, and numerous other camping activities. If you need to take a girl with a visual disability camping, serve as her eyes and verbally describe her surroundings to her as you navigate the camp and hiking trails. Offer your bent arm to her to hold on to, or she can hold onto your shoulder. It's common courtesy to allow the person with a visual disability to hold onto your arm instead of grabbing their arm. Give her a guided tour of the campsite so she would be able to find the tents, restrooms, and other necessities. If she feels comfortable, allow her to walk unassisted within the campsite, but always make yourself available to her as much as needed. If you have a girl in a wheelchair, I have found that pushchairs often do better in the outdoors than electrical wheelchairs. If you have girls in your troop who don't handle transitions well, I try to work up to those transitions. So for example, if I know a transition is coming, I tell the girls, hey, we're moving on to a different activity in so-and-so minutes. And if they're not ready by the time we get there, then I give them a few more minutes and we slowly transition. Tip number 5, create opportunities. In my troop, I have girls who sing songs, hike, make s'mores, and participate in all camping trip activities, but simply cannot spend the night in a tent or away from home. Make sure that you tell the families and the girls that they are welcome and wanted all day at camp, that they can go home at night. They can participate in the daytime activities like outdoor, first aid, cooking, and practicing leave no trace principles. And we will have to do everything in our power to make that successful. To create more activities, I think outside the box. Camping is exciting for the girls, but it's not the only outdoor experience in which they can participate. As I talked about before, great ways for the girls to get in touch with nature are to picnic in the park, pick up neighborhood trash, do Girl Scout badges outside, and other activities. It's fun to point out different things in nature like leaf shapes or birds and animals. How the girls can do scavenger hunts. Girls of all abilities can do these activities with little assistance. Try not to call attention to any extra system such as pushing a wheelchair so the girls can feel equally involved in the experience. Tip number 6, always speak up. Always speak up at activities when you need extra help. All groups are different, and if you let camps and instructors know who you are and that you might need extra help, they immediately jump in and help make the fun happen. Tip number 7, bring snacks. My girls are all about hiking snacks. Choosing snacks they don't routinely have makes it extra special. Besides, girls get hungrier during outside activities. Tip number 8, just get out and do it. I know it sounds cliche, but the best way to get your girls to learn to love the outdoors is to just go outside. The more you do it, the earlier they're exposed to it, the faster they will love it. One of my favorite things about being on the trail with my troop is listening to them and the conversations they have with each other and with me. The time we spend together is priceless and has become worth every moment it took to get us out there. In the end, no one has ever said, "Well, that was a waste of my time." It has always been worth the effort and the memories made. So lace up and get those shoes, grab some water and some snacks. Go outside and make some memories, just of your own.